Hello, everyone. My name is Rudy Sanchez, and I'm a financial aid specialist with the Mount SAC Financial Aid Office. I'm very happy to speak with you all today about financial aid basics. By participating in this presentation, our goal is that you will have a better understanding of what is financial aid and how you can apply for and receive this funding. Here's an overview of what we will talk about today. We will first cover a basic definition of what is financial aid. What do we mean by the term financial aid? Next, we will discuss the different types of financial aid available for students at Mount SAC. We will then review the steps needed to apply for financial aid, and afterwards we will learn about how you can check on your financial aid status. Finally, our last topic of discussion will involve receiving your financial aid, how it is that Mount SAC students receive financial aid funding. Okay, let's get started with our first topic, financial aid defined. What is financial aid? We often hear the term financial aid used in various different ways by students. At its most basic, financial aid is money to help pay for college. Enrolling in college does come at a price. Expenses or costs that a student must prepare to pay include things like course enrollment fees or tuition, textbooks, school supplies, and even personal expenses like transportation and food. In order to help pay for these various expenses or costs, a student can apply to receive financial aid. This money to help pay for college or financial aid will actually come from different sources. Students can receive financial aid funding from the federal government, the state of California from Mount SAC, this is known as institutional aid, and from private sources, which would include employer tuition or reimbursement plans, or scholarship opportunities offered from various organizations or businesses. The purpose of financial aid funding is to help students access or obtain a college education. Now that we understand what is financial aid, let's learn about the different types of financial aid available to Mount SAC students. Financial aid can be organized into three types: free money, earned money, and borrowed money. Free money would include financial aid that requires no repayment. Think of it as a gifted financial resource. This includes scholarships and grants. Earned money is financial aid which a student would earn through employment. Students would apply for a job and if hired will work and receive their financial aid in the form of a paycheck. Finally, there is borrowed money. Borrowed money is financial aid that comes with a repayment obligation. An example of borrowed money would be federal loans. Students who borrow a federal loan will eventually enter repayment and must pay back the amount of federal loans that they borrowed as a student. Mount SAC students who complete the financial aid application are automatically considered for grants and federal work-study opportunities. Students who want to apply for Mount SAC scholarships are encouraged to partner with the scholarship office through the Mount SAC scholarship website, which is mountsac.edu/scholarships, and should also apply every year for the Mount SAC scholarship program. For federal loan consideration, all students will first need to contact the financial aid office to discuss their potential loan eligibility. Great, we have spent some time learning about the different types of financial aid. Let's now focus our attention to applying. How does someone apply for the different types of financial aid that we have covered? All students interested in receiving financial aid must complete one of the following financial aid applications: the FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, or the California DREAM Act application. Now, how do you know which application is right for you? We will now look at the filing requirements for each application so that you understand which one is the right application for you. Let's first review requirements for the FAFSA application. The FAFSA is the right application for you if any of the following apply. You are a US citizen, or you are an eligible non-citizen. And this is the language you will see on the actual FAFSA application. Eligible non-citizens are those who are permanent residents, persons granted refugee or asylee status, T visa holders, and there are some other very specific statuses also included on the FAFSA application, which we encourage you to reference if needed. Keep in mind that we highly encourage you to complete the FAFSA by March 2nd of every year, This will basically increase the chances of you qualifying for a state grant called the Cal Grant. Additionally, please make sure that you include our school code, which is 001245, on the FAFSA application. Without this code on your FAFSA application, we will not receive your application and will not be able to offer you any financial aid. We will now review requirements for the California DREAM Act application. If you found yourself thinking that the FAFSA application is not right for you, that's okay. You might qualify to apply through the California DREAM Act application. The California DREAM Act application is available for students who are undocumented, have a valid or expired Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA, are U visa holders, have a temporary protected status, or TPS, or for any student who is a California resident and who meets specific non-resident exemption requirements, which will be explained on the actual California DREAM Act application. Like the FAFSA, students who complete the California DREAM Act application are encouraged to apply by March 2nd of every year. Students must also include Mount SAC's school code on the California DREAM Act application. Our school code for the California DREAM Act application is 00124500. Now that we have a better understanding of the different filing requirements between each application, let's talk about what both of these applications have in common. Both applications are available online. You can complete the FAFSA at fafsa.ed.gov and the California DREAM Act application at DREAM.CSAC.CA.GOV. We also encourage you to use the Mount SAC Financial Aid Application Checklist, which we have created to help guide you through completing each application. As participants in this presentation, you all will have access to this document electronically. Finally, each application is available October 1st of every year. Students are encouraged to apply every year if they want to continue receiving financial aid each school year. The new application for the 2020-2021 school year became available as of October 1st, 2019. Students who receive financial aid are required to maintain certain academic standards. Without meeting these standards, it is possible for a student to lose financial aid eligibility. The academic standards which a student must meet for financial aid purposes is known as Satisfactory Academic Progress, or SAP. All students must maintain at least a minimum 2.0 cumulative grade point average, or GPA. This means that we look at every grade received at Mount SAC. Any grade below a C can result in your cumulative GPA dropping below a 2.0. Also, students must complete a certain amount or percentage of their credit courses. All students will need to ensure that they successfully complete or pass 67% of all courses which they attempted and were enrolled to complete. Finally, students must make sure to complete their specific program within a certain time frame. The total amount of units a student can complete must not exceed 150% of the program's published length. Here's one example. If a student is in an associate's degree program that consists of 60 units, then the student must not complete more than 90 units prior to completing the program. 90 units represents 150% of the program's total length, so the associate's degree program must be completed before the 90-unit mark. The Financial Aid Office will review your academic progress at the end of every fall, spring, and summer semester, and will notify you once you are able to check to see if you are still meeting these requirements. More information about SAP requirements is also available on the Mount SAC Financial Aid webpage, which is mountsac.edu/financial aid. Once you have completed the FAFSA or California DREAM Act application and have included Mount SAC's school code, we will typically receive your application within 1 to 2 weeks. At this point, you will have the opportunity to check your status and financial aid offer through the Mount SAC student portal. Once you are logged into the Mount SAC student portal, you will want to select the Financial Aid tab and then view the Financial Aid Requirements box. You will want to review any red flags if they do appear in the Financial Aid Requirements box, as this indicates that further action is needed from you. Financial aid requirements can be completed electronically through ProVerify and DocuSign computer tools. When all the flags in your financial aid requirements box are green, your finalized financial aid offer is made available. In order to access your financial aid offer, you will want to select Financial Aid Status from the Financial Aid Requirements section. Next, click on the Offer Overview tab. You can now view your financial aid offer, which represents your total financial aid eligibility for the school year. Keep in mind that the amount you see assumes that you are enrolled for the full year, fall and spring semesters, and also assumes that you will enroll full-time, 12 or more units each semester. If you happen to enroll in less than 12 units or for only one semester, that is okay. We will simply adjust your financial aid offer accordingly. Here is an example of how you can use your Mount SAC financial aid offer to develop a financial plan. Once you review your financial aid offer, you can calculate the total amount of financial aid you are receiving compared to the total amount of expenses or costs that you will need to pay. Notice how in this example, the student is receiving about $9,000 of free financial aid money. This amount is much greater than the total costs which the student plans to pay. In this example, the student would receive a refund and can then use those funds to pay toward textbooks, transportation costs like gas, and even living expenses. Once you have submitted your financial aid application, completed all red flag requirements if applicable, and have a financial aid offer, you are ready to receive your financial aid funds. Please keep in mind that the type of financial aid you are offered will determine whether you receive money as a refund. For example, some students only qualify for a type of financial aid which pays for course enrollment fees. Students in this situation do receive financial help because their classes are paid for, but they do not receive additional money and therefore have no funds that get refunded to them. Students are encouraged to set up their refund preference through the Mount SAC student portal. Once logged into your portal, go to the Student tab and then scroll down until you see the text, Manage My Refunds, which will include a large blue button that says Make a Refund Selection. Students have the option to receive financial aid refunds through direct deposit, as a paper check, or can opt into using a bank mobile student checking account. Well, that concludes our time together during this Financial Aid Basics presentation. Please feel free to connect with us if you have any questions or wish to clarify anything that was covered or may not have been covered during this presentation. We are here to support your success as a Mount SAC student. You can call us at 909-274-4450, reach us by email at financialaid@mountsac.edu. We also have great information and resources available through our website, mountsac.edu/financial aid, and our Instagram page at @MountSac_FA. Thank you, and we wish you ongoing success.